kick off the program with the welcome message from Honorable High Commissioner of India to Canada, Ajay Bisaria, based in Ottawa, Canada. After that, we are going to talk about the two principles of Mahatma Gandhi, non-violence and truth, and how it can help in our personal lives, personal transformation and social transformation. And after that, we will have a practice session of ancient Sukshma healing meditation that is brought into light by ancient sage Sunitama. So without any delay, I would like to welcome Honorable High Commissioner of India to Canada, Shri Ajay Bisaria ji.
Namaskar. Greetings to everyone joining today on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. Gandhiji Bapu is revered by millions even today for his great service to humanity and for giving the world the principles of ahimsa or non-violence. His philosophy and teachings are valued even today. He was an advocate of compassion and constant adherence to the truth. The principles of non-violence and truth that were adopted by Gandhiji not only led to the freedom of India in 1947 and inspired many struggles across the globe, but also provided a path for social and personal transformation. Meditation was integral to Gandhiji's way of life. It is well established today that meditation and yoga can be successful pathways to mental acuity and physical well-being. As part of our celebrations of Gandhi Jayanti, we bring you today a Sukshma yoga session by renowned practitioner of that school, Dr. Suman Kolipara. Today's session of Sukshma meditation will focus on Gandhiji's teachings of non-violence and the pursuit of truth as a pathway to freedom. Sukshma meditation is another pathway to the truth that Gandhiji sought. Sukshma has been widely acclaimed to be an effective medium of healing and contemplation. Peace Tree Society has been helping individuals and organizations using tools of ancient yogic wisdom and knowledge of modern science while building wellness and conscious leadership at all levels of society. Their work has been presented in many parts of the world, including at the World Health Organization at the UN in Geneva. We at the High Commission are happy to collaborate with Dr. Suman Kolipara and his Peace Tree Innovation Society in presenting this session today. I wish all the participants a greatly beneficial, very useful, very healing session of Sukshma meditation. Namaskar.
Thank you very much for that warm and inspiring message, Honorable Ajay Bisaria ji. The message has actually laid a strong foundation for rest of the program. The principles of Mahatma have been very clearly established by Honorable High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria. The non-violence and truth are going to be the foundations of today's program, of course, which has inspired millions of people for many decades now. I would like to convey my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to, of course, Honorable High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria ji and the entire staff of High Commission of India in Ottawa. I also would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Indian Consulate here in Vancouver, the Consulate General, and Indian Consulate in Toronto, and the Consulate General, and all the staff in all the consulates here who have been collaborating with Peace Tree Innovation Society, Center for Wellness and Oneness, for many years now in presenting various programs focused on healing individual social transformation using ancient yogic wisdom of yogic wisdom to help many across the globe. Now, we're going to jump directly into the core essence of the program. The core essence of the program is to understand how non-violence and truth can help us in our day-to-day life. Many times we hear this beautiful statement given by Mahatma Gandhi himself. He said, "My religion is based on truth and non-violence. Truth is my God. Non-violence is the means of realizing Him." And now, when I hear that, it's a very powerful statement where someone is saying, "Truth is my God." And here in the world, we are, of course, having so many gods, so many religions. And this man is saying, "Truth is that highest God is my God." And non-violence, which is ahimsa, is the means of realizing Him. So let's jump into that and understand how we actually can attain the truth, that satya, using this path of non-violence, ahimsa. For that, let me take you a little back in time, of course, in my own personal life, because I think in our own lives, we have many examples of how we could have probably used this, maybe in our childhood, maybe during our youth, maybe as you grow up into an adult. There are so many instances in our life where we come face to face with this truth. So as a child, when I was in school, this I'm talking about primary school, people used to tease me. They used to tease me for the big ears that I have. So I remember one day coming back from school to my mother and feeling bad about, feeling sad about the teasing. And my mother, in a very gentle and beautiful way, has introduced me to the concept of non-violence right there. She said, "Suman, forgive these people, show compassion to these people who are teasing you. They're not doing intentionally, they're doing it out of their ignorance. So just learn to forgive them, ignore them, and continue on your path." And those were these powerful seeds of truth and non-violence sowed into this tender heart at a very young age. And I remember after that, I never felt bad anymore. I really started to ignore. And that is the power of amazing role model mothers who are able to instill these simple yet very powerful ways of leading life at a very young age. And after that, I still remember truth was something which was very close to my heart. And I used to be pretty much a very honest person. And as I grew up, I actually found that the world is not actually that. There is actually higher percentage of people who do not follow truth and non-violence. And there is obviously a lot of chaos and turmoil in the world. So there was a conflict inside me, and maybe not really a conflict, but a little bit of worry that whether I would be actually able to survive in this world, which has a lot of gullible thoughts and gullible actions everywhere. And interestingly, after my university, my life actually has come face to face with some of these principles. And I have gone through some difficult times as I was embracing these principles of non-violence, truth, compassion, and love. And at that point, where my life was in a turmoil, I was at a crossroads. I was not sure which path to take. Should I be a saint or should I be a sinner? Or is there a middle path somewhere? And these questions led me to start reading some of this ancient literature. And of course, I've come across this phenomenal autobiography of Mahatma himself, My Experiments with Truth. And that was a life transforming book. Even though I did not understand the true essence, like the guts of it, I understood certain aspects of Mahatma's own struggle, Mahatma's own journey in experimenting with the truth and the path of non-violence. And right around that time, I have met this ancient sage, Sunita Ma, right here in Vancouver. Just in a matter of few months gap after reading that book, I ended up with her. And she being a very simple and humble human being, I did not realize the powers and potential that she had as a yogi and a realized master and a sage. But after a few sessions of Sukshma meditation, I started to truly understand the word truth, the essence of non-violence. I started to realize that Mahatma Gandhi actually took these two principles for a very interesting reason. Anyone who has embarked on the journey of yoga would know that there is this 8 principles that have been laid down by Patanjali, the Ashtanga Yoga. And first one is yamas, the observances that one has to maintain, the mental practices. And the first two practices that are prescribed in this yogic wisdom are ahimsa and satya, non-violence and truth. And I was just blown away because until then I did not know much about yogic wisdom. And it was introduced to me by this ancient sage Sunita Ma through a very practical experience. And as I was going deeper and reflecting on that, I also came to know that Mahatma was in a state of turmoil, and he also sought guidance from an ancient sage, Srimad Raji Chandraji. And he is a saint who has inspired many lives. And Mahatma used to approach him during the phases of his own doubts and turmoil. And it is also documented that Mahatma Gandhi wrote a letter with 27 questions to Guruji, to Srimad Rajendraji. And the replies were absolutely phenomenal. The replies for those 27 questions are really life-changing. And if you ever have an opportunity, I would encourage you all to take a look into these 27 questions and answers given by this ancient saint. And these were the instances that actually fueled my passion to continue in this path of realizing the truth, of realizing my true self. And I still remember Sunita Ma used to say, the power of yogic wisdom is so amazing that even if you take one principle from that, just one, you don't have to take 100. You can take just one, like Mahatma had taken ahimsa. It will lead you to truth. It will lead you to God. It will lead you to realizing the highest truth, highest self. Now, that was very profound. And I've continued in this journey for the past 15 years. So now we understood the journey a little bit. Let's dive deep into what exactly is truth. Well, before I came to this yogic journey with ancient Sunita Ma, I used to think truth is something that is said by the mouth, that is perceived by the mind, like what you think truth is the truth. But I realized that is not truth. What we are doing in the day-to-day life is going between these dualities of true or false, right or wrong, correct or incorrect. But they are not truth. Truth is beyond those dualities. So how do we find truth? The truth that we think, that we know, is very transitory. Truth has to be something that does not change at any period of time. Whether you are awake, whether you're in sleep, whether you are in dream, whether you are beyond state into the transcendental state, the truth has to be the same no matter what. That is the truth that we need to catch, not the truth which is dependent on things that are changing. For example, you take this phone, right? This is a phone right now, but it was not a phone before. It was a bundle of plastic, metal, which is transformed into a phone, which of course after some time will be recycled back into some other form. So that cannot be truth. It is truth only for this moment of time. Now let's take this body. This body started as a single cell in mother's womb, and it became into trillions of cells that we have today, constantly changing, going through these phases. And then one day it is going to become old, decay and die, and then go back into elements. So is this body truth? It is not truth because it's constantly changing. Now let's take the mind. Is whatever we are thinking, whatever our thoughts and emotions, are those truth? No, because the mind is constantly changing as well. The emotion that you had a few minutes back is not the same emotion that you have now. The thoughts that you had yesterday, 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back are not the same thoughts. Mind is changing constantly, moment to moment to moment. So whatever is the outcome of this mind, the perceptions and thoughts also cannot be truth. But unfortunately, in the world today, we are all fighting for my truth and your truth and others' truth. And that is why we see severe conflict, discrimination in this world. The divisiveness in the world is because everyone thinks that they have their own truth. There is only one truth, my dear friends, and that is absolute truth. That truth has to be changeless. Now, where is that truth? Can we find it? No, we cannot find it with these senses. It cannot be something that can be seen. It cannot be that something can be by touch, by smell, by thinking, by analysis. The analysis will only lead to paralysis. We need to catch the truth, which is beyond these senses. And that is where ancient yogic wisdom has given a beautiful, summarized it all in this one line, 3 words to explain it all. That's all it will take, 3 words to understand the essence of truth. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat, truth, that being. Chit, consciousness, that pure awareness. Ananda, bliss. That's it. So when you realize and experience that bliss, that highest bliss, that is truth. That highest bliss is what is God. That is the reason Mahatma Gandhi said truth is God. That bliss is there. Where? Where is it? How can we experience that bliss? It is not there in this body. It is not there in our thoughts. Of course, otherwise we would have enjoyed it. We would have experienced it. So where is this bliss? Right there, Sat Chit. It is there in the Chit, in the consciousness. Now you might be thinking consciousness, oh my God, this is a very big word. I don't understand what is consciousness. What is he talking about? Introducing complicated terms instead of making it simple. Yes, let's make this simple. What is consciousness? Now, we all know that we have this body, we have this mind. That we all understand. No issues there. But if you remember as a child, when you came into, as a baby, you came into this world, you did not have the feeling that you had this body or the mind. If you ever seen a little baby that came into this world, it simply smiles. There are no emotions, no experiences, no attachment to anything, always living in that present moment. Have you ever seen that little baby, a little child growing up? Highest concentration, highest innocence, purity of thought, just living in that state of constant bliss. Have you seen a baby sleeping in that bliss, sleeping like a baby? Now, what happens to that little baby is as you start to grow up, we start to associate, identify with our body. I am Suman. I am Tom. I am Ram. I am this. I am that. Now, the identification with form has happened. So, solid identification. I am this body started. And then as you grow up, emotions start. I am happy. I am sad. I am anxious. I am depressed. Do you see this? I am happy. I am sad. Are you happy? Are you sad? No. I am I. Happiness and sadness happened to me. This name has been given to this body. But then who is that I? If you really carefully look at it, this I is something that every person in this world uses. I. There is no difference between race, religion, culture, gender. Beyond everything, we use the word I. There is a reason why we use that I, because we are all referring to that consciousness, that changeless aspect of ourselves. That I is consciousness, that I, devoid of all these tendencies, these attachments to the body, attachments to the mind, these turbulent emotions and thoughts that are coming and going. That I is consciousness. And when you experience that I, it leads to bliss. No wonder little babies experience that bliss, and we lose that because we are searching for wrong things in life. We are searching for happiness, which is transient, leads to sadness. Pain and pleasure are interval between 2 points, as a great saint said. They are never permanent. Catch the one that is permanent. Catch the one that doesn't change. And that, of course, can be experienced when you dive into deep states of meditation. So that truth, when we realize that I am changeless, then what does it lead to? It leads to fearlessness. Now you're not worried about this body. Now you're not worried about mind. You're not worried about this physical existence, because you know that you are changeless. You are deathless, because that I exists even after this body perishes. That I is, of course, called soul, spirit, or Atma. You can give whatever name you want to it. That changeless leads to fearless. That fearless leads to selflessness. And that is when an ordinary becomes a Mahatma, an extraordinary great soul. Only when we realize that consciousness, that truth. No wonder Mahatma Gandhi's journey has deep elements of association with this ancient sage, Srimad Rajchandraji. In fact, he is called Mahatma of Mahatma. Isn't it true? If you look at the lives of any great soul, they always have these ancient sages, ancient saints who have imbibed into them the principles, the essence of Sat Chit Ananda. You can give whatever name you want, but the truth is one. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Truth is always one. People can call it by different names. Call it God, call it consciousness, call it bliss, whatever it is. But the truth of I is one. Now, we have understood the very essence of truth. How do we get there? And again, Mahatma has given a simple prescription. Non-violence is the means of realizing the truth. Now, what is non-violence? Ahimsa. Non-violence doesn't mean like not seeing the violence outside in the world. When we see the violence outside in the world in form of chaos, turmoil, fights, wars, people abusing each other, we think that is violence. But my dears, that violence, before it manifests in the external form, starts here in the mind. The seed is in the mind which is disturbed, the mind which is agitated, the mind which is scattered, the mind which goes through the turbulence created by kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsaryas, the six vices: anger, greed, jealousy, false ego, pride, delusion. All of these things create turbulence in the mind, and the turbulence causes what ancient wisdom calls vrittis, vibrations. Not pure vibrations, all impure vibrations. And those impurities create violence in the mind. So how can we practice non-violence? People might be saying, yeah, I'm a vegetarian, I'm not doing any himsa, which is great. I'm not saying anything. Vegetarianism is fantastic, but you have to become vegetarian here, mentally first, which means no himsa. You're not comparing yourself with others. You're not jealous about others. You're not greedy. You're not putting yourself down. You're not putting others down, which means that mind has to be cleared and cleaned and purified. This is what ancient says, Sunitam always says. True meditation helps us get there. But what is true meditation? Not just sitting and closing eyes and your mind is still going through this chatterbox. It is defined as cleansing, purifying, silencing. That silent state of mind is non-violent mind. Because in that silence, we can experience that I. And that silence will lead to bliss. And that bliss will bring transformation and permanent shift in us. That mind now shifts from vices to virtues, the virtues of compassion, love, empathy, all of those great qualities that Mahatma has exhibited in his journey. That is non-violence. Have you ever seen Mahatma speaking out loud No, he's so soft spoken, very simple. That is why when people say, I know the truth, and they are like hitting the table and shouting in the loudspeakers and mics, that is not truth. In fact, ancient wisdom also says, Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyam chananrutam bruyat means speak the truth, speak pleasantly. Do not speak the truth in an unpleasant manner. And also it says, even if it is pleasant, do not speak untruth. Be silent. If you don't want to say it, just be silent. And this is the path for eternal righteousness. This is the essence of ancient wisdom, which Mahatma has practiced and shown. And I have been a witness to that in my last 15 years of journey with ancient Saint Sunita Amma, who is always in that silence, no matter what people say, no matter what happens, only there to help people experience that highest states of consciousness, to elevate, to lift, so that we transform ourselves first. I still remember when I came to Sunita Amma, I was doing a lot of social surveys, working for some orphanages, and I was feeling very great about that inside. And I told Sunita Amma, yes, I'm doing all these great things. Sunita Amma said, Suman, that is all good, but did you clean your mind? Because what you're doing now is very limited. But when you can do cleaning of your mind and go through this journey of personal transformation, then you can do so much. And I did not understand the power of that like immediately, but I do in the last 15 years. I realized that personal transformation leads to social transformation, which is exactly what we see in Mahatma Gandhi's journey. He had gone through his own bit of turmoil, his own bit of search for the truth. But at the end, once he met this ancient sage, Srimad Raj Chandraji, who has helped him to understand the true essence, that transformed his life. That is when he dedicated his life for social transformation. So the simplest thing that any of us can do if we want to change the world, first the change should start with the self, which is exactly what Mahatma said. Be the change that you want to see in the world. But unfortunately, today we are busy wanting to change everything else out there. And that brings us to the core aspect of our program now, which is Sukshma. Sukshma meditation is to work on the self. No matter what problem you go to Sunita Amma with, the answer is only one. You bring 100 questions, only one answer. Work on the self. Personal transformation first. What happens in that personal transformation is that vibration that you have inside your mind that starts to shift. Now you start to become an embodiment of those virtues, of that purity, of that love and compassion and empathy. And then you don't have to go tell people to change. That vibration starts to spread around and starts to awaken others around you and bring them onto the same path, which is exactly what happened in Mahatma's life. He did not go out there yelling and shouting and say, come follow me. He never declared anything. He just kept leading a role model life, a life filled with self-discipline, self-purity, discipline, purity, patience, perseverance. Are we doing that, my dear friends? First, we need to be role model for ourselves. And then automatically, you'll become role model for the whole world. This has exactly been my 15 years of journey. And I'm thankful to, of course, the High Commissioner Office to have brought this program together and help me share some of my experiences, of course, reflect on the journey of this great soul, Mahatma Gandhi. So now let's start practicing Sukshma meditation. Sukshma, as I said, is working on the self. A lot of you may have not practiced it in the past, but it's a very simple form of meditation. You can check for more information later on our website, peacetree.ca. But because of the limited amount of time, I'll try to give the essence. Sukshma is the subtlest of the subtle, that micro, that I that we all have. But obviously, it is polluted and covered by this pile of emotions and thoughts and clutters that we have accumulated. So Sukshma is to get directly into that subtlest of the subtle by cleaning and purifying the mind. So we have some subtle, simple exercises to help us clear the body, tension in the body, and then simple breathing exercises to clean the mind a little bit, and then go into meditation. Okay, so first we will start with simple stretching. Okay, so please sit straight, relax your shoulders, and now the most important principle of Sukshma is smile. Probably you all have seen in the last 20 minutes as I was speaking a subtle smile on my face. It has become imprinted in the last 15 years. The first thing that Sunita Ma asked me when I went to her was, Suman, can you please smile? And this is always her request wherever she goes, wherever she's invited. Please smile. Please, it doesn't cost you anything. Do you have to pay for your smile? No, it's free. When you bring that smile, this wandering mind, wherever it is going, it drops into the present moment. That's the first step in meditation, to be in the present. So please bring those smiles while we are doing all of these simple exercises. Okay. So now just take a nice stretch. If you are sitting, you can stand. If you are interested, stand and do this stretch. Now take a nice deep breath while doing this. Keep that smile, keep that breath. We call this the BS formula. Breathe and smile. Breathe and smile. That's the BS we are talking about here. Now just round your shoulders, please. Put your fingers on your shoulders like this. Round it from front to back 3 times, back to front 3 times. Keep breathing, keep smiling, please, dears. Okay, now hold your thumb like this and then okay, keep that smile, please. Now crush the fruit. Imagine there is a big fruit there and crush it. Wonderful. And now just press your temples. We accumulate a lot of tension in our head. So press your temples like this. Keep breathing, keep smiling. Be aware of this precious resource that we all have, this body, this mind. Once we tame these two, then we can catch the eye. So press your sides, please. And now hold your palms like this and then press your back of your head. Releasing any tension. And then put your fingers like this, like scissors, and then see like this. And then release any tension from your forehead. Subtle, simple. Your cheeks, your jaws. And now do some tapping. This is a very good exercise, simple tapping. We are now getting into the self-compassion aspect of Sukshma. We all know that compassion is important. Mahatma Gandhi obviously is an epitome of that compassion for all. That compassion first is to start with self. Sukshma, another core essence principle is self-compassion. Rub your body, just telling your body that you love, that you care. And now comes the most powerful exercise. Hug yourself, please. This is self-compassion exercise. Unless we have compassion within, we cannot show it outside. Unless you love yourself first, you cannot show the love outside. Love is a vibration. It's an expression of that vibration that is inside you. Now close your eyes, please. Give yourself a nice hug. Close your eyes. Keep that smile. Focusing on your breath and smile. Please, dears, bring that smile. Be here in the present moment. Now, with your closed eyes, you have to repeat a promise that I am going to teach you. You have to take out your name first. I will take out my name and then follow and do this promise. Please say this out loud. Don't feel shy. Starting with the self, working on the self, you should never feel shy about it. Because when you work on yourself, you will transform yourself. Personal transformation starts with working on the self. So please don't feel shy. Now take out your names and follow this promise and repeat it after me. Suman, I love you. I respect you. I honor you. No matter what, I'll never let you down. I'll take care of you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This is my promise to you, Suman. And now just repeat that promise inside your hearts, please. Spread that promise into your heart. Your heart is pumping that blood to every cell in your body. When you say this promise, every cell is going to receive that promise. To catch that eye, we have to start with the tools that we have. The greatest tools we have are the body and the mind. Sharira madhyam kaludharma sadhana. Through this body, we can attain dharmas while we perform our day-to-day duties. But for that, we have to take care of this body, take care of this mind, tame them, pamper them with good things, not with junk things, pure things. Spread that smile, spread that promise. Let every cell feel that promise. Trillions of cells are working for you, dears. Are you giving time for them? Always busy, 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 busy. This is your precious time. You to you, Suman to Suman, Tom to Tom, Ram to Ram, whoever you are, you to you. Do this every day twice, first in the morning and the end of the day. Now slowly come out of this hug. I am feeling so blissful. I'm sure you are too. This is the power of self-compassion. Just like a flower, which naturally spreads that fragrance to everything around. Once you fill your heart with that love and compassion for yourself first, to yourself. It might sound weird, but believe me, it's magical. It'll transform you and transform everyone around. Now, before we do some breathing exercises, let's do some neck exercises, rounding of your neck. Clockwise, anti-clockwise, please. And now Using your chin, please draw infinity sign. You know, infinity sign is like number 8 in a lying down position. So you're going to use your chin to do that. And then the other way, anti-clockwise. Keep that smile no matter what. Please keep breathing, keep smiling. Conscious breathing, conscious smiling. Once you become conscious of every act that you do, it will awaken conscience, that inner voice, which is hidden, which is covered by this clutter and chaos. That is the second step. The third step is from conscience, you will move to consciousness. Inner voice also will become silent completely. In that silence only you can experience that consciousness. So first step is to be conscious of your body, conscious of your breath, conscious of your smile, conscious of your thoughts. Foundation, conscious. Second, conscience. Third, consciousness. So simple, isn't it? Excellent. Now let's do some breathing. This is the fun part. So again, sit back, relax. Shoulders have to be relaxed, please, always. And these are simple breathing exercises. So if you have any stress, any chaos, any turmoil, to clear that violent mind, which is turbulent and distracted and scattered, this is a simple exercise. Okay, so blow it all out. Take a deep breath. Tuck your chin. Turn to your right. Turn to your left. One more time if you want to do. Okay, bonus today. Take a deep breath. Fantastic. Okay, so we blew out all that. Your mind is now settling down. Now let's do something called 3 controlled exhalations. Okay, 3 controlled exhalations is you close your right nostril and then you breathe in and breathe out with your left nostril, but in a controlled way. Follow me once and then you can do it, please. Keep that smile. Don't leave that smile. I can see you all. Please keep those smiles. Now close your left nostril with your ring finger. Use your right hand always, please. It clears all the sinus. No sinus problems anymore. Cold weather is starting up here in Canada and other parts of the world. It's a very good exercise you can do every day. Okay, now let's do what is called one-sided breathing. Close your right nostril. Now close your left nostril. Bliss, bliss, bliss. That is the truth. So simple. Now, the fun breathing exercise called munching the air balls. So this is how you do it. Follow me once. You suck the air with your mouth. You move the air around in your mouth. And then you exhale through your nostrils. Follow me once and then repeat it, please. That smile has to be there. Mandasmita, subtle smile. Now the last breathing exercise is alternate breathing. So close your right nostril, breathe in from your left, close both, hold for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out from your right, hold for 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in from your right, close both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out from your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in from your left. Close both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out from your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in from your right. Close both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out from your left. Excellent. Now you're ready to meditate. There are a lot of other exercises. This is just an intro session, so I just want to give you a little bit, right? Baby steps. So now you can lie down comfortably, cover yourself with a blanket, put a small napkin on your eyes. You can do it that way. That will give you more deeper state of relaxation. If you want to do it while sitting, that's up to you. But we usually prefer to lie down and then follow this meditation. So if you are ready, please lie down. I will guide you through this meditation. Keep your eyes closed. After a minute or so, I will be turning off the video because you don't need to see me at that point. And I'll turn on the video again towards the end of the meditation. So I'll guide you through this process. So we are going to do about 20 minutes of meditation. Okay. You will also hear some chanting after a few minutes. So just lie down, cover yourself with a blanket, cover your eyes with a small napkin if you can, and just leave your hands to the side, palms facing up. Just spread out and relax as if you're drop dead. Just let go everything, please. Just drop everything. If you're sitting, then just give your back a nice support. Otherwise, you'll keep getting distracted with shoulder pain, lower back pain, this pain, that pain. So give yourself a nice back support. Drop your shoulders if you're sitting. And now I want you to keep your eyes closed and bring that smile, please. Keep that smile. Throughout this meditation, be aware. Whenever your mind tries to wander here and there, come back to your smile. Your smile is your best friend. Now with that smile, please take deep inhalations and deep exhalations. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. You're filling your tummy and it's bloating like a balloon. With audible sounds, please do that. You're using only your nostrils because your mouth is closed with that subtle smile of Mandasmita. You will feel it like the waves of the ocean, the sounds of the beautiful waves going up and down, up and down. The beautiful rhythmic harmony. That rhythmic harmony of your breath. will start to harmonize your mind. Deep inhalations and deep exhalations, please. Enjoy that breath. It's your life source, my dears. If you stop breathing for some time, you're gonna go from this world. So breath is your lifeline. So become conscious about your breath, conscious about your smile. Now slowly come to normal breathing and start to spread that smile from top of your head, back of your neck, shoulders. You're spreading that smile to every cell in your body. They're waiting for your smile. To your shoulders, palms, tip of your fingers, back to your shoulders, between your shoulder blades. Just keep following me, please. Between your shoulder blades, your backbone, your vertebral column, your spinal cord, you're going down, hips, knees, your feet, tip of your toes. You're spreading that smile everywhere. Consciously, you're doing this act. Now, all your focus is on your right foot, the big toe. Place a lamp or a candle there and light it on the toe. Observe that beautiful light coming towards you. Same thing with second toe. Place a candle, light it. Observe that beautiful flame coming towards you. Third toe, please light another beautiful candle or lamp or diya, whatever you like. And see that beautiful flickering flame spreading that light. Fourth toe, another beautiful lamp or candle. Light it. Absorb that beautiful light coming towards you. And the last little toe, put a nice little diya or a candle there. Light it. 5 beautiful flames spreading that beam of light towards you. Now same thing on the left foot. Put 5 candles starting with the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. 5 beautiful flames on your left feet, spreading that beam of light towards you. Absorb that light. The 2 beams of light from the right and left foot are meeting at your navel. Beautiful triangle there. Now go inside your navel into your tummy and spread that light to all the organs inside. Also spread your smile to each of those organs working for you day in, day out. Show gratitude to them. Show compassion towards them. Show your love towards them. Self-gratitude, self-love will lead to compassion and love for all. Your tummy is now filled with that light, brilliant light, and your smiles. All the organs are receiving that. Liver, lungs, heart, stomach, kidneys, spleen, every organ. You didn't care about those all these years. For the first time, they're feeling blissful, happy. Start with the self, dears. Work on yourself no matter what. Now slowly moving your attention to your heart. Go inside and stay there for the next 15 minutes. Spread that smile. If any thoughts come and bother you, just let go. Treat them like uninvited guests to your home. What do you do when somebody uninvited comes? You'll be like, hey, if you're busy, you will say, I'm busy. Can I get back to you later? If somebody calls you while you're busy with something, what do you say? Hey, I'm busy right now. Can I call you back? Same thing. No need to fight with your thoughts. Just treat them with respect. I'll get back to you later. And then come back to your smile. Going deeper and deeper into your heart. Taking each moment at a time. One step at a time. Like a little baby. One step at a time. One moment at a time. Whole body is relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Your mind is purifying, purifying, purifying. Your true self, that I is awakened. You are with your inner child that came into this world with that beautiful smile and bliss. Going deeper and deeper into that nothingness, into that emptiness. You are engulfed with that light and that smile. You are in that cocoon of bliss now. Ananda. Open your heart to receive the pure vibrations of the great ancient sages and saints. The soul is immortal, eternal, infinite. This body is coming birth after birth, coming and going, coming and going. Make a resolution now. In this birth, I want to realize my true self. I want to clean my mind, purify my mind, and transform into a Mahatma. Only when you realize Atma, the true pure self, you will become Mahatma. Tune into this Om chanting. Whole body is relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. The mind is purifying, purifying, purifying. Your inner true self is awakened, enjoying that inner bliss, inner harmony, staying in this present moment, being aware of this moment, moment to moment to moment awareness, being conscious, keeping those smiles, inner smiles, slowly coming out from that inner journey of purification and cleansing. Keep your eyes closed. Start to become aware of your body, your breath, your surroundings, the space in which you are. Just simple awareness, no judging, no analyzing, just being here in this moment and going to the next moment, moment to moment to moment to moment. Starting to feel your toes, your fingers, your shoulders, your neck. Just like a little baby coming out of a deep sleep. Be gentle with yourself. Be loving. Be caring for yourself. If you're lying down, just slowly turn to your right. If you're sitting, just make yourself comfortable. Keep your eyes closed. Enjoy those inner smiles, your breath, and your presence. Slowly sit in your comfortable position. If you're lying down, slowly sit in your comfortable position. Keep your eyes closed. With your eyes closed, clap 3 times and warm up your palms, please. And put them on your closed eyes like cups. One more time. Put your palms on your closed eyes like cups and spread that smile into that nothingness, emptiness. Enjoy that smile. Feel the warmth of your palms. Slowly come back to your normal position. Keep your eyes closed. Let's take 3 ohms. Take a nice deep breath and let's chant Om 3 times, please. Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. May you all continue to carry this inner bliss, realization of your true self and pure self, and carry this inner bliss into all aspects of your life. Namaste and thank you. You can open your eyes whenever you're ready. Keep those smiles. Welcome back, everyone. So, in this session, we have understood the journey of Mahatma, the principles of non-violence and truth, and how we can make that part of our day-to-day life. The essence of this journey, especially if you look at Mahatma Gandhi's life, it is a journey of sacrifice, sacrificing the vices of the mind so that you can dedicate yourself for your transformation and social transformation. And at the end, the principles of Satya remains. Satyam vada and dharmam chara means speak the truth and follow the path of righteousness. Satyam nasti paro dharmaha, which means there is no other better righteousness or dharma than the truth. And in the end, satyameva jayate, truth always wins. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time, for participating in this program. Heartfelt gratitude to the High Commission of India in Ottawa, Honorable High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria ji, entire staff who have collaborated with Peace Tree Innovation Society to make this program available for everyone across the globe. Heartfelt gratitude to the Consulate General of India in Vancouver, in Toronto, and all the staff in all the embassies here in Canada and across the globe. Again, we wish you all a very beautiful and blissful day and the weekend. Contemplate, reflect on the principles of non-violence and truth. Check out our website, peacetree.ca, for more details about our Sukshma healing meditation programs. Hope to see you all soon again. Namaste and thank you.